Hello and welcome to another episode of Afin Show versus the World. Today, unfortunately, his opponent has suffered an injury, LilCarbon, where she broke her right hand pinky finger. As such, as you can see, she has it taped to her hand, providing a small but present gameplay disadvantage. However, the gentleman, Afin, has responded in kind and taped his own pinky finger. With that out of the way, let's get to the game.
Let's do this.
Oh, God. Okay.
They
Alright.
have the commentary of themselves in the lobby. And oof. Afin is severely aura screwed.
Yeah, doesn't work.
Big oof.
It's going to take him a long time to get off the ground. As you can both see and hear, Afin and Carbon are commentating on it themselves, both expressing dissatisfaction with their starts. Carbon, however, has the significant aura advantage, and depending on her attacks, could be putting on some early game pressure right now, before Afin collects himself and acquires enough aura. He's now in line with a Blazing Bullet and 2 Raffalessa Fangs. But Carbon has a Flash Hole. Afin should probably have held on to his Blazing Sword. Looks like Carbon's coming up to provide some aggression, but backs off at the last minute. Afin overriding the Return to Nature for a Glacial Wall.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, and eats a Reincarnation in the air. Sarcophire's just going to be eaten by the Flash Hole again.
Two
yep,
attacks.
right there.
Who knew that was happening?
And he'll use a Raffalessa Fang on a Glacial Wall. Interesting, but he's back up to 20. Carbon is providing chase, but it appears she lost the Reincarnation and forces Afin to eat Vacuum Slash. Afin loses the Glacial Wall and takes 4 damage on top of it. Not a good start for the King of Phantom Dust. He has the Healing Water in hand to provide continued use of the Blazing skills, although I'm not sure how many of those he still has. Oh, there's 2 Blazing Swords.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, you're digging a lot.
He might want to hold on to both of them in case Carbon has something that resists short range attacks like a Fortress of Iron, but I'm sure he'll manage. Ooh, Carbon without a shield or a cartwheel is going to take 5. If Afin keeps this up and she doesn't have anything to protect against it, it's going to be a very, very difficult situation Carbon will find herself in. Ooh. Tries to Flame Sword, yet gets hit by Blazing yet again. That's a 5 damage Memory of Battle. Carbon is 1 hit away from being out of the first game on Palace. It's a dangerous situation. Oh, but she has the Healing Water as well. As does Afin. Flash Hole comes out and eats the Memory of Battle. Still don't know what the other blue is. Ooh, a Throttle Fireball. Carbon tries to Flame Sword after Afin starts his Flame Sword and thusly gets hit. Wonderful to see the Wall of Current take that Flame Sword.
No!
There we go. Afin's finally off Blazing, but will complaining about the damage to his pretty face. But has the Healing Water in hand and will be back on Blazing and continue the pressure.
Get there. Nice dodge.
Nice cartwheel out of Carbon, but then proceeds to try and Flame Sword and gets turned with the Blazing. Good cartwheel so far. She's keeping her distance. She can make it back to her base and pick up a close range shield. Oh, but she gets caught on the table, and that's the end of game 1.
Alright, cool. Whew. Still pressure situations.
I just get a message from Dan and it's like, attack him. Thanks.
Alright. War 2, Captain.
It appears there's some deliberation as to where the next battle will be fought between Carbon and her mentor, otherwise known as Sensei Xanxus. Sensei.
We're not sure about this. Hang on.
Looks like they're going to Panorama.
Like changed on my arsenals, and now I'm like, wait a second, that might not be right. Goes in with like lasers. You good?
Yep.
A much better aura start for Carbon and Afin this time. Afin looking to have a heat and tiger strength. If he goes right now, he could put on some 6 damage flame sword pressure, which is something no one wants to deal with. Don't know what the defense on Carbon is, but Afin should just pick up that Cyclone exhaust and go to town. Not sure why he's leaving the Cyclone back at spawn, but now Carbon has 2 blues in hand, one of which could be a fortress. Afin's missed his opportunity here. Orb, interesting.
Surprise!
There you are.
Ooh, ricochet laser out of Carbon,
Well, that's
but gets
unfortunate.
taken by the Cyclone.
Oh, that's a dash.
Ooh, the dash. That dash will keep Carbon alive for a while if she uses it well. Her biggest concern is not being clipped by the flame sword or that exhaust, and hopefully finding an attack of her own that can challenge Afin. Afin's keeping her from her skills, but with her 8 aura and some well-timed dashes, I'm sure she can get back to her spawn now that she's lured Afin out into the open of the main lobby of Panorama.
I didn't want to go back to my base by myself.
It looks like they're both returning to their bases now.
Oops, not what I was
Afin is 2 exhausts. That'll really mess up Carbon and her 11 level.
No, I have the attack. Wait, there's some. Okay.
Oh, you're.
Ooh, the Iron Skin
Right.
takes the flame sword. You can hear Afin is not happy about that. Granted, now those 2 exhausts should be able to hit Carbon to great effect. It's very difficult to dash those, and if Afin times him right, ooh, that hyper
I'm
kick
not pleased.
shouldn't do too much damage. But if he was to throw one now, or now, that'll hurt. And if he hits Carbon with the other, she'll be out a very significant amount of level. Won't be seeing any more ricochet lasers at her, to say the least.
Ooh.
Afin doesn't want to throw an exhaust in a place as cramped as this.
I don't really know how to use it.
Ooh, photon wave.
Okay. That's
Very hard to properly block with a barrier
oh,
defense.
boy.
Although the wall of current will prevent Carbon from using the hyper kick to maximum effect. Ooh, an irregular rhythm to pair with the exhausts and low cost skills. Oh, yep.
Really? I get them.
Carbon back all the way down to 2.
We're upset about it.
Doesn't even have enough aura to use a level amp. And Afin's going to take this time to throw down an irregular rhythm. It looks like he's trying to soft hang it, but is having significant problems doing so.
Oh, I look like an asshole on the stream.
He'd
What are you trying to do?
probably
I'm gonna hit him.
No.
have
don't
better
look at
luck just putting it
Don't
down
look at me.
somewhere.
me. Son of a-
And Carbon shows up and
Don't
foils
look
his
at me.
nefarious plans. He'll compromise by trying to
Plan
soft
this
hang it
for a
out
hot
in
minute.
the lobby on the vending machine, and it will go much better for him this time. I don't think he even really needs to destroy the debris, but because I don't think a cartwheeler can get up on there with just the debris, but I'm not sure.
Okay. why'd you let him put it?
You blocked the first one pretty good.
That's a 6 damage.
That's
No,
like-
no, a 8 damage blazing sword.
Still
I
have
can
that.
do arithmetic. I mean, if Carbon keeps dashing well, oof. But thankfully, the Tiger Strength wore off just in time. But still, Carbon needs
oh, yeah.
to.
Forgot about that.
Ooh, nice.
that
That
too.
that 4 damage photon wave takes Afin
right.
off of blazing, and he takes him a moment to realize. But thankfully, he spared another photon wave as he goes in trying to hit him again. 8 cost heat. What have we come to? Well, the Tiger Strength, he can Key Palm spam for 4 damage, which is not insignificant in the slightest. Carbon with the dash and cartwheels. It's looking good for her. He's just gonna keep cartwheeling.
Good cartwheels.
Good practice for the both of them. But unfortunately, she runs up against the invisible barrier and gets downed.
Take that.
Oof. 5 damage Key Palm in exchange for 2 damage Hyper Kick. It's not looking good for Carbon. She needs to retreat, find some shield that'll deal with Key Palm. She's managed to get all the way back up to 8 aura. Just run up the stairs and never be seen from again.
Oh, wait
Ooh,
a second.
it's pinned up against the stair on the wrong side. Dashes away.
Tracked like hell.
It looks like it's just Afin trying to finish Carbon off with the Key Palm. Again, complaining about his face as he is solidly in the lead.
Oh, you still hit. I got cocky.
Afin mistimes the release of the Key Palm and gets Hyper Kick for his troubles, and is ultimately victorious.
I was like, I know I see you there.
Then I actually exercised some Xanxus demons of my own right there. I've been Key Palmed a few times by that guy. Right, where to?
I don't know.
Carbon is debating about what map to go to after losing games 1 and 2 to the King of Phantom Dust. So far, Afin looks like he's defending his title solidly.
I think I want to do highway.
Using his
I don't know if that's what I want.
questionable strategies, but
Hey, coaches, what are you telling her right now?
Xanxus with And now he's naming like everything in my arsenal. He's like, do this. I'm like, I got you. Don't worry.
next map is Highway. Afin is running
I almost got the crappiest
a
horse
lot
to
of
use.
purples. Lack
I
and
avoided that
Disremember. This is
It was like
an
I had
interesting
I had one and got
arsenal
3, and
concept.
I think one on my bench, so that was
I assume the plan is just to erase all of LilCarbon's skills and hit her with Heat from Void. As it stands right now, it's a 4 damage Heat from Void, which it's not the worst, but
I have a feeling
doesn't break a dark hole. Ooh, a Mind's Eye on Carbon. She says that she gets the feeling that Afin's not coming to give her a Beast Mine, and she's accurate
That's not what's happening here.
in her beliefs. The 6 damage Heat from Void has been very well dodged so far by Carbon. Afin is throwing it at an inoptimal range, and ooh, it finally connects, taking over a quarter of Carbon's health. She doesn't pick up a defense soon. Oh, it's another Mind's Eye. Carbon should, Afin should keep on the pressure,
I don't know what the fuck I'm
considering
talking about either, so they will say that you.
Don't worry about it.
how much damage the Heat from Void does. Sorry, I was just momentarily stunned by a spawn full of
Let me just
purples.
shoot my railgun real quick.
Afin is so. Afin
me
proceeds
guide
to
it.
call
Let me
Heat from Void a railgun,
It was weird 'cause I
with the
could
express
see
purpose
around.
of tilting,
I was like, oh, there
tilting
they are.
fellow members of the community, including myself. He has no shield, so if he gets it appropriate range as he heads back to spawn, lasers could pose a threat, but so far he's jumping them very well.
So many
I'm
lasers.
wondering if Carbon's locked on or if he's just better than I am at jumping lasers. I mean, he is called the King of Phantom Dust for a reason. Afin drops the Heat from Void for Dragon Slayer, which seems misguided considering he could pair the Dragon Slayer Lack combo just as he's doing right now in order to have an 8 damage Heat from Void. Carbon quickly refreshes her hand. So maybe it wasn't the worst play. Afin's Disremember is finally online and has few Change the Worlds in hand. I assume he's planning on erasing, trying to go for the pop out on Carbon, but he can't pop out skills with Change the World. I don't know what the play is here. And a recall to top things off.
I keep on thinking
The Tiger Strength for the one attack we've seen so far, but another lack.
You have to,
This
fake it
is
till you make
an
it. That's
interesting
why
game, to say the
I
least.
have the King of Phantom Dust under my name tag right now.
Afin eats a nasty looking blaster. Trades a blaster for a devastating lack, taking Carbon's dash and shield and many other things. The Change the World goes ahead and disrupts both their spawns, but finds Afin another Heat from Void. Carbon currently has only one skill and is a prime target for a Disremember. Still no defense. It could be a bad time for Carbon if Afin walked up to her and just started throwing Disremembers. Lasers coming in again, being jumped very well by Afin, only taking one. Carbon's popped herself out. She has no more skills left.
I got greedy.
And Afin eats a blaster. All he had to do was walk away, and the game was in the bag. But no, Carbon goes ahead and takes game 3, leaving us at a 2-1.
Yeah, I know. So
wow. Carbon with the intentional or unintentional pop out.
I like the idea of jank, but I don't utilize it well, as is evident right there. Like
Still
I
wins
had
the game.
Happen, but like, oh, I've got an attack. I better go use it.
If Afin went ahead and just kept his distance or hold on to a shield, which it appears he only has 2 in this deck,
I don't have the jank mindset down quite yet.
Would have won the game. That an entertaining turn of events, to say the least. Both he and Carbon are reminiscing about that match and having a good time. I can't.
Yeah, no, I am.
Can't
glad that my
dispute
audio
it.
showed up on your stream.
That was a showing.
I was just talking to you. I
Wow.
You just ran up to me.
Totally forgot about the blaster. Did not remember it at all.
Oh my god.
If the blaster hadn't been Tiger
okay,
Strength,
good time.
Afin still probably would have won that game.
Friggin'
That was the
what's it
perfect combination of
Nice.
events in order
yeah,
to
sure,
lead
fine.
to Carbon's
No, you can pick a different one.
Yeah, that's
surprising
fine.
victory on
Lane's too
Highland.
complicated for 1v1.
Oh my god, I love Lane.
Okay, cool. Let's do lane then.
Dispute about what map
I
to
really
go
don't.
to.
I got to do Pano.
It
and
sounds like
Palace. I'm
Afin
good. Those are my maps that I prefer.
doesn't really
As
care
long as
where
it's
to
not
go,
city, I don't
go to
care, but
next.
yeah, lane's fine.
But it sounds like they're settling on the lane.
Okay.
It's got this interesting 3-school arsenal out of Afin. Wonder what sort of jank he's going to be running on lane.
Oh, did we announce the stream isn't happening in the chat?
You really shouldn't be running
Put it in the
3-school
chat.
decks unless you have like some very specific strategy in play. In my mind,
It's fine.
like the reduced aura recovery is just
that's
not
fine. I
worth
didn't think about
it.
it either.
Maybe the greens are
the
meditations,
video.
and
Okay,
we'll go
you
ahead
wanted to
and
do-
is
no.
Afin's
Yeah,
attempt to ameliorate that disadvantage. But
I'm trying to see.
knowing him, this might be his 3-school bravery arsenal.
Treat yourself.
Said I can only use in practice. I think he's gonna tell me.
Both of them are, well, Carbon is debating
Like,
what
I wanna
arsenal
do
to
it.
bring.
I'm like, dude, can I do this? Like, this
and-
is so much fun. I just want to see what happens.
Look, treat yourself.
It sounds like she's getting permission from her mentor to run the less than optimal builds.
He's like, do what you want. Alright, we're going for it.
And it sounds like she got that permission, and not that she needs it in the first place, but she's gonna run the silly stuff, just like Afin has and will.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Yep, it's Afin's three school bravery deck. Oh man, look at how slowly that aura fills up. That is just painful.
It's a remedy, not an aggro.
No. I don't know what that is. He got me. He told me, and I still don't even.
Bravery decision, speed ups.
I will definitely use that.
I can support that.
It's not gonna hurt you.
The crush, I can even get behind
not
that.
Like last round.
Don't know what else he has in there. The bravery decision's down to only 14. Now he's gonna have to wait 2 whole cycles before his railgun and Excalibur
I'm
online.
like, yes, I realized that.
And the fun part
It's
was
just
I
too
realized
heavy
it
a
too.
bravery
Still didn't
deck.
matter.
It's like I may have noticed that I popped myself out. No, I had the full intent of like, I was like, I popped myself out.
They're still
and
discussing
I'm
the
run in there.
offensive last
I
match.
beat you to it.
One more cycle from Afin and he'll be well situated. So far the only we've seen a flame sword and a guard as the 2 non-psycho skills in his arsenal. He's attacking Carbon with a flame sword, trying to get some relatively early game pressure in and utilize the +2 speed. Don't know how much success he'll have with Psychic Wall against whatever Carbon has, but she walks that and then cartwheels nicely, stays well out of range.
Dazzle.
Ooh, a
Alright.
dazzle.
Alright.
That's at least one of the yellows. Doesn't really want to pick up any of her skills. Has
Nice.
11 aura already.
Jesus.
Carbon is
I can't do anything else in this
untouched by the flame sword so far, aside from the first swing.
God, Jesus Christ.
She's been dodging
what the hell?
very well. Afin goes ahead and withdraws, trying to probably get his bravery online. And an island skin.
Oh, you ran a bravery
I dropped
too.
the... Oh, Carbon uses a bravery decision, and now they're both on bravery. This is an interesting turn of events, to say the least. Afin overwrites the railgun and immediately regrets it.
Now I know when you get to 7.
As he should.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Oh, you're already there. We're dead.
Afin's getting stuck on the fences while looking at Carbon, almost eats a railgun in the jump lift.
Didn't think it would do me a lot of good on lane.
Ooh, gets, again, some more narrow dodges. He's
That's pretty decent.
got the Psychic Wall, which will block both Railgun and Excalibur. He, eats a nasty Excalibur and takes 9 from falling. Again, more complaints about the integrity of his face.
Can't hit me while I'm going up the thing.
So far, every match he has complained about his face, he has won, if I recall correctly. Returns the favor with an Excalibur on LilCarbon. They're both at almost equal life totals. Afin is a 1 hit point lead.
Oh my
Oof.
gosh,
Another brutal Excalibur. Carbon is in single hit range of losing the game to either the Flame Sword or the Excalibur. Afin might switch it up with a Flame Sword to try and catch her off guard, because you have to run different ways for both of those. He loses the Iron Skin, but takes the Excalibur of Carbon. Not a bad trade, in my opinion.
Just really wanted to add on
He's retreating to his spawn for some reason. Appears to be afraid of Carbon's railgun and her determination. A Tiger Strength that he immediately overwrites for a Cluster Bomb. Why even pick up the Tiger Strength in the first place if you have so few skills? Ooh, Carbon standing still to use the Flash Hole to bait out the Cluster Bomb.
What the?
And she kills herself with the Judge of Ares. I'm just as confused as Afin and Carbon are, or at least Afin is. ending the series 3-1 in Afin's favor with a suicide from Carbon. I'm not sure if that's a forfeit or what exactly.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Just like, you need to put that in your arsenal. Super useful.
Apparently, Orange told LilCarbon
that's
to put
phenomenal.
the Judge of Berries in her arsenal and said it was super useful, and
I
she
can't even
proceeds
imagine
to
what your
use it,
chat looks like right now.
either aware or unaware of the health penalty, and self-suicides.
Oh god.
An
GG.
interesting end to an interesting series. Afin successfully defends his title from LilCarbon. Even with
Yeah,
both
GGs,
of their
GGs all around.
taped finger handicaps. This has been an interesting series and
God damn
an
it. That's fantastic.
interesting
I'm so
turn of
happy right
events.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself right now.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. It's unbelievable.
Why are you happy?
Because that was amazing. That is chef's kiss. That's brilliant.
That's the way to win right there. Orange guy.
Oh, if there's one thing I've learned from playing this game for 15 years is you play your own goddamn game and you win by your own goddamn rules. I have not had this much fun for this long by just not playing faith decks for funsies. Like that's you just find your niche, stick in it, and have fun. Yeah, if you want to judge of Ares yourself to end the match, that's what you gotta fucking do.
Listen, I did it just for Orange, okay?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
Just for him.
All right. Okay. No, that's the best.
I'm gonna start crying.
No, I'm already wiping the tears away.
Wait.
Oh god.
Well, their commentary really says it all.
No, that's top shelf shit right there. I'm so
happy. Another interesting
recording,
match.
and I'm gonna head out,
Afin wins his first games against LilCarbon. I'm sure there are many more to come. Best of luck to both him and LilCarbon in their endeavors. Was good games and good gameplay out of both of them, albeit some interesting strategies to say the least.